morning, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to the second parallel session of the day. I am Charbiriena, your moderator. Thank you so much for joining Breakout Room 1 for your second parallel session of the day. We are very delighted to inform you that we have 3 presentations today. I would like to inform to all the presenters that each presentation will last 15 minutes. Yeah. After all the presentations, we are going to have the question and answer session at the end of the presentation. So let me check first. Yeah. Now let's move on to the next presentation. We have, hopefully I address you right, Miss Wisma Yunita, yeah, with the title Features of EFL Students' Difficulties in Writing Paragraphs at the Tertiary Education Level Content. Miss Wisma, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, Bapak and Ibu, and thank you so much, Ibu Karbiriana, for the moderators, the honorable, the other speakers, Pak Jatmiko and Bu Yanti, Pak Jatmiko and team, and Bu Yanti. I have to say thank you so much for this great opportunity given to me to present my paper entitled Features of EFL Student Difficulties in Writing Paragraph at the Tertiary Education Level Context. So this is the paper written by me and my 2 other colleagues, Pak Azhar Aziz Lubis and Pak Muhrizal from the University of Bengkulu. So this paper talk about the difficulties in writing paragraph, and in writing itself, quoting Richard and Renandia in 2002, stating that writing is the most difficult skill for the second or foreign language learners, such as in our context, Indonesia. And then one of the factors due to the indirectness in the style of our writing, which affect significantly to the students' L2 writing. And then the few studies related to this paper is, the first one is in the context of also EFL context in Bangladesh. The research from Islam 2017 found that note-taking strategy might help students in retrieving the information, and the other studies also related to these studies is the studies by Nurlela and Nasution and Saputra, which reveal that EFL students err in writing, especially in terms of words, phrases, clauses, and sentences. Among the errors identified, the use of tenses, article, and dangling structures are the main problem of all. So based on this bit of background, we do the research, and the method of the research is descriptive qualitative research, and the participant is 39 students. We took all of them to be the samples of the research, and this class is taken in last year's academic writing class, which is done through the e-learning and also through virtual meeting or Zoom. And then the student age is 19 to 20 years old. And the instrument that is being used is an open question, which is posted in the discussion forum of the e-learning of the University of Bengkulu, and then asking about what are your difficulties in, for example, to the student, what are the difficulties in writing paragraph, because part of the academic writing there is a part of the material that's related to also reviewing the writing the paragraph. So ask this question on the discussion forum, and then the data is analyzed qualitatively. And the finding of this study shows that in general, but also I will also convey the one in detail. So in general, the finding of the study shows that the students encountered difficulties in starting, in developing and connecting the idea, and also in connecting and developing the sentences, and in applying the correct English grammar, and vocabulary, finding the right vocabulary to be used. And then the other one is the inconfident and insecure with their writing ability, so something like related to psychological factors of the students. And in detail, the finding of the study shows that the first difficulties that most of them are encountered is on how to start a paragraph. So one of the respondents says that I'm just confused about where to start, because honestly writing is one of the skills that is difficult for me to have, and so they say so. And then the second one, the second most difficult for the students is developing the paragraph. My difficulties in developing a paragraph, but sometimes in developing ideas. So if we see that almost all of them got a similar problem, and this respondent too also got the problem with find difficulty to develop existing ideas, not able to develop the ideas. So it makes the paragraph is not really good for paragraph writing. And then the third difficulties is in connecting the idea. This in here, the student also said that it is hard for me to connect the first idea to the next or other ideas. So that's from the respondent 3. And then the fourth one, difficulties in connecting the sentence. So in here, the student said that it's hard for me to make the sentence that related each other. This is only one of the excerpt of the student's response, but there are many, but I put this one as one of the representative for these difficulties in connecting the sentence. And the fifth one, difficulties in implying the correct English grammar. A lot of students also encounter this kind of difficulties, and this respondent 5 says that it is still hard to determine the correct sentence with proper grammar. And then they also said they also reveal that they have difficulties in finding the right vocabulary to use. And as stated by respondent 6 says that I often have difficulties choosing the right vocabulary, and sometimes I'm just confused about where to start, which is also similar to the previous problem I mentioned before. And also confirm that honestly writing is one of the skills that is difficult for me to have. So that's the 6th and the 7th one. This one is also related to the unconfident and insecure with the writing ability. And the student said I'm still feel this language is still really the statement they made on the platform, and probably the grammar would be not really appropriate or correct in here. So respondent 7 says that I'm still feel insecure with my writing ability, and then also I feel worried and not confident at all, ma'am. And then the one feel insecure when I saw that other colleagues were better, and it scared me while doing assignment like writing. So I'm afraid of making mistakes, they say. So that's the difficulties in the process of writing a paragraph. Probably also represented in writing essay as well, probably. And in the discussion, so this study, the finding that we found from our studies is in line with Norlela, who found that the use of tense, article, and dangling structure are the main problem of all in L2 writing. So they got problem with the tenses of words and articles and structures of the language. And then also this study also reveals some psychological factors that might influence student motivation in L2 writing. the feeling of unconfident and insecure with their writing ability. So it is important to language teachers to scaffold the students' motivation into writing classroom. And it's also in line with what found by Islam, who revealed that the use of note-taking strategy might help the student in writing the two paragraph, and probably this can be one of the solution among many others strategies that we can use to scaffold the students' writing ability. And this is conclusion. So wait. And the conclusion, it can be from the finding we can and the discussion, it can be concluded that problem in L2 writing seems to be the same in every EFO countries, comparing mirroring the one that also encountered by students in Bangladesh and Indonesia also have the same problem, seems like, which reveal that forming sentences, formulating and connecting ideas are the main problems that and that is the main area to improve. And then it can also, this problem can be solved by, one of them is to teach the student with the appropriate strategy. One of them is note taking. And then as a teacher, the implications, we are not only have to pay attention to the grammatical aspect in A2 writing, but also we need to focus on the student psychological factors that might affect the quality of the writing. So in brief, that is the sort of papers that we can share with you all in this conference or TEFLIN conference. I think that's all from me, and I thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Back to the moderator.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Ibu, for the presentation.
Thank you.
All right. Now we come to the last presentation of the day. The presentation is from Pak Jatmika, Pak Lastika, and Pak Joko Nurkamto with a title, A Survey on Indonesian EFL Students' Growth Mindset, Self-Efficiency, and Metacognition in Academic Writing Performance. I'm pretty sure that Pak Jatmika asked the committee to play the video. So my partner Dila will help me play the video. Dila? Again, if you have any question to our presenters, feel free to write it down in our chat box. And also make sure you let us know who the question is addressed to. Thank you so much. Okay, I think that we don't have any more questions for the presenters. Yeah. Let me make sure. Any questions? One more time. Okay, I think we are clear. Yeah. All right. I think since we don't have any more questions for our presenters, yeah, I would like to say thank you so much for joining this viral session. Yeah, thank you for the presenters. Thank you so much for the participants. Yeah, for coming. I would like to inform that we are going to have a break for 30 minutes and another, it's like a panel discussion from British Council. It will start at 4:30 p.m. So please, if you do have time, join us later in the panel discussion. Thank you so much. I'll see you all soon. Hopefully tomorrow. I'll see you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much.